to you. Hold on one sec. Good morning, beautiful people. I've been in here. I was sitting on the back end. Sydney Green. Oh, nope. Let me get it right. Asaya Quill, aka Mama Quill. Thank you for tapping in and good morning to you. Sydney Green Sr., good morning to you. Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis. What up to shout out to my Gaddis clan finna tap in. The lovely Terry Nixon in the building. Good morning. Good morning. We got Denise from Georgia in the building. We got the Way of Jesus Christ through Faith Church, you heard? And y'all know we got Meat Freaks Barbecue coming in for Palaca, Florida in the building. You know they love us down at the bottom. Pop Gaddis, Chicago is in the building. And we got the lovely Deborah Luna is in the building. Yogi G, what's up, Yogi G? 1.5 of just a thought from the 202, you heard? The lovely Avis Hopkins in the building. We got Lavender. Good morning. We're going to call it Tripping Tuesday. Tripping Tuesday. Sandra Nichols Martin, good morning, beloved. Thank you for tapping in. The lovely Jazzy Melanie and touchdown. Georgia boy, top of the morning to you. The lovely Mary Davis and tapped in. Michael Barringer, thank you for tapping in. Angela Lynette, good morning, beloved. Good morning. Wanda Smith, we couldn't do it without y'all. Y'all hit that like button. I got a guest for y'all I brought on this morning. We got the lovely Erica Gaddis tapping in from Los Angeles. Cali levels to West Coast. How you doing, Elder Golden Child Sharp? Thank y'all for tapping in. So I will be grifting everyone. Okay, and a lot. That's what's up. Tony Terry in the building. Good morning from Miami-Dade County. What it do? 305. What's up, Salty Chef? That's the brother coming in from Canada, Saskatchewan, if y'all don't know. Linda Chilton, the lovely Linda Chilton in the building. And like Yogi G said, smash that like button. It's Tripping Tuesday. Support 810, you heard? And we need it. Tripping or tipping. We doing tripping, you heard? Thank you for tapping in, Linda Chilton. Lanita Murray, thank you for tapping in. You know, I think Shantae Rollins tapping in from the Shy. Shout out to Jed and his INA team. Darnell Doom is in the building. Y'all today, I went and found a street scholar like no other. Alan L. in the building. Thank you for tapping in from South Carolina. I found him. I went and found him. Let me see what Deborah Lewis. I just read the lawyer for the $20 million scandal is the Todd Flood. What is it? Miss Nestles Thorne and her side, original lawyer doing a RICO on Flint Water. Wow. I ain't going. We wouldn't let you leave, beloved. Thank you for tapping in from Philly. Blakey Gaddis coming in from Chapel Hill, North Carolina in the building. Then we got the lovely Coretta H. Thank you for tapping in. And we got my good brother Marcus Fielder coming in from Fairfield, California. You heard? And I'm telling y'all, I went and found one of the street scholars. You know, he was out there when Flint had dirt roads. He walked the pavement of Flint. You know, he knows some of everybody. We got the lovely Carolyn Hendrickson tapped in. Good morning, beloved. Good morning. Let me set this brother up right over here because I see he ain't got it together. Carolyn Hendricks is in the building, and we got the Allie Nicole Gaddis Rivers, Miami, Florida. I keep telling y'all, we got my people from down at the bottom, Florida. You heard? Let me get this brother together over here, man. This is what happens when you bring it to an establishment like this.
What I do?
You don't know how to act.
Well, you ain't say all that, brother, man. I ain't been in front of too many mics.
I know.
Let you know that.
You only been in from that one when they said,
see what I'm saying?
Who you gonna give us? That's the only
mic
mic you been in when they said, who you gonna give us?
And I took the field.
And who we got? Hope Beasley then tapped in. Good morning, good morning. And we got KC then tapped in. Good morning, good morning. Wanda Jones Gaddis. Good morning. Everybody then tapped in. Y'all know I had to go get the street scholar of Flint himself. No other than Carl Lewis, as we call him, y'all. I give Carl Lewis a shout out this morning as the only we know how to do it in the morning. What's up, Unc? What's tapping with you? I found you out there in the streets this morning.
Yeah, all is well, man. It's a great day. I woke up on this side.
For sure.
Yeah.
I brought Unc in the building.
Yeah, happy to be here, man. Shout out to AT and all the bumpers.
For sure. What's up, Avis Hop? Thank you for tapping in. I had to bring the street scholar on. He said he had news you can use. Kobe Fatty, aka Elizabeth P. Finney, is in the building. What's up, on? What's been going on with you? I ain't been seeing you. I ain't been seeing you getting busy in these social media streets lately.
Well, man, I had to digest. You know what I'm saying? Especially after my main man passed. I had to retract my thoughts.
For sure.
And cause it's a different day, but the same tune goes on.
For
We got
sure.
to inform myself and inform my people. And that's what it's all about, man. You know what I mean? It ain't about nothing else. Cause at the end of the day, we all in the same ship again.
For sure.
You did.
Shout out to Felicia Martinez that just tapped in. Then we got Sexy Chocolate and tapped in. She said,
Yeah.
"Good morning." She said, "Happy birthday to my youngest daughter." I hope I said her name right, Jamaica, if I'm saying it right. And then Deborah Luna just blessed it. She just blessed us with a little $5. You heard, for Little Taco Tuesday. And we got the lovely okay. Jazzy Melanie said, "What's up, Unc?"
Pastor Nicholas, the Gallus clan.
Sandra Nichols Martin.
Praise the Lord.
In the building. Good morning. Tasha Lynn.
Well, man.
Then tapped in. You heard?
Salty Chef was cooking.
Yeah, okay, but that's what's up. I know you ain't. I know you're not down with the struggle, so I had to. Y'all give let me see, Sexy Chocolate to say today is her daughter's birthday, her youngest. Give her daughter a happy birthday. You heard? Yeah. Happy birthday. Shout out. Yeah. And Pastor Nicholas J. Gatter said, "What up?" He said, "Good morning." I said, "Hello, Uncle Carl. What's up, cuz? Thank you for tapping in."
Good morning, my brother.
And we got Michael Cooley, my good brother, tapping in from Greenwood, Mississippi, 662 point of order. Keep pressure on Davina. It's just like a ninja. We'll come right on here and we say, get that phone together. Get that phone together.
Hey, Yogi T. Good morning.
What it do, Carl? Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So in the meantime, in between time, how you been holding up out here, Unc?
Man, I've been holding up pretty good, man. I ran into something in this air. I don't know what it was, but it's gone.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up.
We might have to go back to wearing masks because we don't know if Canada trying to kill us, China trying to kill us, or Scooby. We up against some walls, bro.
Ah, come on, man. don't do this today.
We gotta help each other out this time, man. Ain't no trying to do nothing.
Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah, man, but all is well, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up.
I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate what y'all doing. You know what I mean? This is what they doing. This is what you got to do. This is the only way the people gonna be informed.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But the Bible say, despise not small beginnings.
For sure. For sure.
That's what that pair, that mustard seed. See, that was a whole demonstration. Look at us now.
Hold up. I gotta get my Spragdon into the building. Good morning. Good morning. I gotta get to my roll call, before we get the show on the road. This is from Felicia Martinez, you heard, by way of New Jersey. By way, that's that East Coast love that's tapping into the 810. She said Mickey's roll call today is sponsored by Donald J. Trump, who quoted in CNN interview, "I don't think anything is going to get me in heaven." Well, folks, at least he has a good idea where he's headed. Facts. Facts. That man said he ain't getting into heaven. That let you know all the bad stuff they've been doing.
Scooby ain't playing. But that's a subliminal message to us out here that
facts.
Look, if I think I ain't going, what you think you gonna do?
Facts. Concrete Uncle, good morning. At least he being real with it. Thank you for tapping in.
What are we gonna do? Because he ain't the only one in last one. Right. It's not that one.
Facts.
If you could touch it, that ain't the one.
Facts.
If you could touch it, that is not God. That is not the one. But Facts. He told you straight up, I don't think I'm gonna make the heaven. Right. Because he having this heaven right now.
Right. Michelle Smith, aka Ann, and her husband is in the building. Good morning, people. Good morning. Yeah.
Gold and spit.
Oh, Carolyn Hendricks. Happy birthday to Carolyn Hendricks, too. It's her birthday. Come on, y'all. Give her a shout out in the chat. Yeah. And them views ain't matching them likes. You heard Constance then tap in.
Violate that like button.
Yeah,
violate. Don't cost you nothing.
Facts. And another happy birthday to Carolyn and Latrice got a happy birthday to the people today. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Well, at least he was real. I'm just being honest. That day Trump, that on that one, he was on. Yeah,
but he been lying though. But he been real.
No, I mean, but he did. But see, that lets you know.
Scooby,
So how can any other president after him
I'm-
believe they getting in there?
how many spots on Scooby Doo, man? Whole lot of spots.
I never looked.
That's the only dog they gave us back in the day. We didn't know nothing about no pit bulls. All that. You say Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you?
No problem, Felicia. You got no problem.
Shout
But you
out.
know what? Something you had sent me last night, and I want to play it. I want to play. And Sherry Allen, thank you for tapping in, beloved. I'm gonna play this because this was some. You know, like I said, he's called himself a street scholar.
Oh no,
I'm talking about you, Kyle.
I only know about the sewer.
Hey, well, listen, he got this from the sewer, but it was something that made me think about it. I was like, this is not bad. He sent me this last night, and I thought it was, it'd be nice for some people to listen to. It's just showing you. Let me do this. Let me get out of this. Let me get out of that one.
Wow.
Okay, you ready? I'm finna go ahead and play this up, family. I want y'all to tap into this. Let me play this for you.
Trump's political power lies in being able to convince his supporters of anything and everything. Then loud public dissent from inside his coalition, from prominent MAGA influencers, might be the thing that will melt his carefully crafted alternative fact-based reality faster than the Wicked Witch in The Wizard of Oz. And that is exactly what is starting to happen with his brutal and ugly and clunky and wildly unpopular mass deportation scheme. Never thought I'd say this, but here's Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene making a lot of sense on a podcast over the weekend.
We have a labor force in America across many industries that has been built on illegal labor. That's a fact. That also cannot be ignored. And as a conservative and as a business owner in the construction industry and as a realist, I can say we have to do something about labor, and that needs to be a smarter plan than just rounding up every single person and deporting them just like that.
Right.
So, and I'm going to get pushback on that, but
Yeah.
I'm just living in reality from here on out.
Plenty to not like about Marjorie Taylor Greene, but if we could have done this on our own, we wouldn't be here. So this shift in rhetoric and tone and these new standards being laid out there, Marjorie Taylor Greene saying it's not living in reality to carry out Trump's deportation policy is more than a shift in tone. It's a shift in her position. She owns a construction company, and she's giving voice to people inside Trump's coalition who have the same concerns. Back in May, when a college student who had been raised in her district was due to be deported to Mexico, she was more callous. She hadn't understood what Trump was actually going to do, and she said, quote, "The law is the law." But this is her now. Quote, "I'm not ignoring facts anymore." If Donald Trump's political
You can say, but I'm just saying, you see the different stance on it now.
Yeah, it's a money stand. She looking at money. She owned a construction company.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? You running out. She know these ain't black folk jobs. Them was our job 500 years ago. These ain't our job. They taking this job they wanted, but they in order to get us out. This was all done. Not, but man, this happened a long time ago.
Yeah, no, facts. Now, I'm just looking at what Mr. Thomas saying. So she is speaking out business. It's hurting her business. Facts.
That's fact. And that's all it is. But at the same time, these people play chess 3 times. They'll say some things
Good morning,
similar
Ms. Karazi.
and be lying like a mother. You know what I'm saying? This what we up against. Good morning. What up, sis? We see you. Went to drink a cup of coffee for me.
And I'm gonna say this, and you're right, Mr. Thomas. She doesn't get a cookie. She was fine with it until it affected her personally. That's why I'm gonna show the other one too about
Medical.
Yeah, the medical. And it's the thing. It's like that, but that's what I be trying to tell people. They be all right until it affects their bottom line.
Now, Dr. Frankenstein is over her children's medicine. Give me your pillow. Come on, man. You can't make this.
Yeah, and it's like, but now you want to say something. It says sound like some of MTG's workers were swept up, and it's hurting her business. But see, this is the stuff they act like they didn't see going on. Barb Harrington, good morning. So now, Deborah O'Neill, thank you for tapping in, and y'all hit that like button. But I mean, Tasha Lynn, I'm not saying trust her. I don't. I'm just saying this is the stuff they wanted to do.
No, trust themselves.
Yeah.
We gonna be all right.
Yeah, Dr. Cammy, thank you for tapping in. It's to me now, because that's the what show was that on? What was that? The guy.
This Republicans speaking out.
Yeah. These the Republicans. I'm not picking up. I'm not saying
it's a governor.
This us. You even I think it's the 10 Robins. I'm gonna go pull up another one. Like they not even agreeing with the National Guard being brought in to Chicago. See, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of the stuff that's going on, and it's like, let me see what Angela Nett said. She said Trump told those folks that those were black jobs. They really believe black folks were going to line up and take that spot. Now they're mad because we're not in their pockets.
Exactly.
And getting hit.
We live, man, black people in this country per year spend trillions of dollars here. Trillions.
Mm-hmm.
But it all don't come back to us.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So these people don't want what happened years ago. They sure don't want no Black Wall Street, but they can't. I'm gonna tell you something. Whatever God got for this country, it's gonna happen. See, because first and foremost, you know, when you have a people don't believe in democracy no more, and all of us was born under that, to where at least I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at what Deborah Luna said. She said there are so many tan crews working around Flint. They know what kind of work they'll get. My husband ain't never been a clock sucker.
Exactly.
See what I'm saying? But this is what happened.
I mean, Yogi G said nothing. I'm not built for the plan. I hear Yogi B.
But what you said? Let me see what Bonnie Vanna said.
Going.
She said those construction jobs are a lot of black jobs.
Straight up. That's who had them at first. That's who built the freeways.
But what I'm getting not facts. But what I'm looking at is like we got. See, a lot of time people don't be. You got rich people, billionaires. You know, some they call them oligarchs. You know what I'm saying? You got they making decisions on people, on the poor people. When have you ever seen a billionaire gonna want somebody up under him to have the same equals the rights that he got, far as health insurance?
Never.
You know what I'm saying? Far as eating the same food. Never. You know what I'm saying? If it come a choice to good morning, Bonnie Vanna. She said morning. I ate one on Uncle Carl for show. Morning back to you from New Orleans.
Good morning, Miss Bonnie.
So you have to really you have to really look at some of the situations that we in. But to me, this is what I'm saying. They don't know you live on.
No, this is the Chinese people I don't know.
Don't know.
I cut my phone off, so how they get to it?
The feds.
Hey, look.
Let me see, Deborah. And he's more American than me, though, Hispanic. I was born in Turkey and my mama British. She was born at St. Joe's and parents from Texas. Got you.
Yeah, you funny ones. Wow, you know, it's this conversation here is deep because people's lives are at stake. I'm talking about when you got people in place that don't care. Man, look, the oligarchs was ran out of Great Britain before.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? They've been trying to get a hold on this thing for every 200 something. They've been trying to get a hold of this thing, man.
Right.
And they finally did, and they got the one to parade it. He don't care because he think America did him wrong. But this is where your children was born. This is where your daddy got his roots from. And you know, Scooby just gone mad. Scooby, Scooby like this. He a trick master. He'll throw something at you, but he mean this, you know. But I said this, and you keep saying it over and over to the people. Somehow I don't get programmed to. People get programmed, and they believe them. Look at all the people believe them. Even people in my family believe. I'm like, when did we ever believe the white supremacy mattered to us?
Right.
I mean, make it make sense. We come, man. But see, people, the only way you face something, especially in our condition, you got to face it head on. You can't duck. It's there. Because you're going to have to protect your children, grandchildren, nieces, nephew, uncle, whatever. I mean, for wisdom, when you want to live, whether it's the truth or none. You know what I mean? And you know, they taking books out of school. You dig what I'm saying? All this is a playbook back. These schools didn't close by happenstance. It was the big master plan to dumb people down. If you quit giving them education, if you quit teaching them how to read and write, you slow up people down. But yours ain't slowing down. No, yours get to go to private school. They gutting they gutting a whole lot in the education field. So shoot, I don't know. Well, my children older now. They out of school and one still in school. But shoot, we have to sit our children down and talk to them and teach them myself. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, when you look at it, you got to really understand, like when you, because I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing right now. See, I was pulling up the definition. What is an oligarch? For people, it said a ruler is an oligarchy, very rich business leader with a great deal of political influence,
Thank you.
particularly with reference to individuals who benefited the privatization of state-run industries after the collapse of the, they saying what happened in the Soviet Union. So what we think we running into right now and here in America?
It's the same playbook. It's just it's different players, but at the same time, it's the same playbook, man. You know, they looking at it different. You know, you got people looking at it genealogy rise. You know, on the real tip, if you got all these races in here and your race is depleting, sooner or later you're gonna be out of here. So see, the white supremacy thing, like, nah, this can't happen. We got to reverse. They saying you Stephen Miller, they point blank telling you, look, it's like this. We gonna rule you. We built this country. We took this. We deserve this. You don't deserve nothing. Bam. Well, bam. There you go. Take it or leave. But see, we always been the people, as I remember, and still do. We always got that resentment because if that's the case, our culture been up out of here, and we keep rising.
I mean, because this is my thing with it. It's like, as you said, it's like the same fight. Like I told you, remember the guy that wrote "Behold the Pale Horse"?
William Cooper.
William Cooper, right?
Yeah. Good morning, sweet cupcake on break. I need a break.
Petty Fish, what it do? Good morning. Thank you for tapping in. Y'all hit that like button and share this video out. Y'all help me get there this morning, get the viewership up. We're gonna get on the mayor in a minute, but we're
gonna get on his head. Scooby Jr.
I was just getting to the point, like I'm just showing. It said, look up fascism too, Mick. That's another word that they're throwing around, and I'm not sure that the people know what that means neither. Okay, Eleanor Wicker, thank you for tapping in. Let me put in fascism. You right? Let me tap in. Let me put in fascism. Let me go ahead and put in fascism.
That's what Putin is over here. That's what all these is what they is.
Fascism definition. Let me see. It says an authoritarian and nationalistic right-wing system of government and social organization, extremely authoritarian, intolerant, or oppressive ideas or behavior. An outright ban is just fascism. Very tolerant or domineering views or practices in a particular area. Let me see what it says.
What Stephen Miller is. That's exactly what he is.
Okay, it said fascism is a political movement. Many experts agree that fascism is a mass political movement that emphasizes extreme nationalism, materialism.
Materialism.
Nah, militarism. See, yeah. See, you thought I ain't know. And the supremacy of the nation over the individual. This model of government stands and contrasts. Huh?
You graduated from Dewey School.
You a lie. They said law norms and democratic backsliding. What is fascism? Wow.
Democratic backsliding.
And you see, hey man, listen.
Put the backslide in there.
Let me show
a Democrat thought this way, but
let me show y'all, family. Let me show y'all, family. Let me show you. Let me show you. I don't want y'all to think I'm lying. This is what I'm just pulling.
That's trouble would say, blowing smoke up my crack. Good morning, Trev.
It says learning journey journey from democracy and government in contemporary history. What does fascism really mean? Laws, norms, and democratic backsliding. You see it on the screen. I don't want the family.
They put the church in there, right?
No,
They wrong, man.
no, it's just
But the saying is, you know what backsliding is. You know, I turn the terminology. You was a Democrat, then you got the bag. You did the backslide. You went over to the other side. You backslid from the Democratic Party. I mean, according to what I'm reading, many of them backslid, dog.
man.
They've been here to protect the innocent.
Listen, man.
This is some radical stuff. You gotta that guy that got killed. Rest his soul. You had to go opposite than what he did.
Crystal Monique, thank you for tapping in.
So we gotta speak truth to power. That don't mean we go out here and bash European people.
Right.
Nah,
Noble Mac, good morning. Thank you for tapping in.
First of all, we got to deal with ourselves.
And is this what we doing? In fact, we are dealing with propaganda. Because if you go back and check out what's going on right now, he from Cincinnati to the 513. If you find out what's really going on and rest his soul, the people that, if you go look at CK friends, they not even agreeing with what's going on. They got so many questions on what this administration is doing right now. And a lot of these are MAGA. Yeah, a lot of them is going against the grain. You know what I'm saying? On like what's going on. And you can see like, some of the stuff, like a lot of them don't like, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. As you see, MTG, you see she didn't change, but because it's affecting her bottom line. Yeah. But my thing is, y'all could have been dealt with this problem. Y'all didn't want to deal with it. Like I said, if you start attacking them businesses and finding them a lot of this stuff, you could really nip it in the bud. But like I say, to me, it's just like they played a game and they gave Trump the ammo.
Scooby.
Well, however you say, I'm just gonna call him President Trump. They gave him the ammo to do what he doing. Like the Department of Education. You see how they dismantled that?
Good morning, Crystal Monique. Yeah.
And is that part of Project 2025? My thing is, where was the countermeasures? And I'm always gonna keep saying that. Where was the countermeasures? For you knew y'all played games. But what Trump just really exposing is that how Connie, good morning. Thank you for tapping in. But don't nobody want to admit to it. What I see is that
he was a con man.
No, not that. He just showed you how the system is. Like whoever get in, you could do this.
Trump started off loaning all them money before he got into politics. He was loan sharking them money.
Yeah, but this like this.
He learned their game and flipped it on.
He human though. They threw all type of charges on this man.
No. They he did them all. And he told on himself.
And that's what I'm saying. But what you thought was gonna happen when he got back in the White House?
What he said he was gonna do. That's what I thought.
Right.
He told him what he was gonna do.
And that's the point that I'm making. And it's like, and now they acting like, oh, we shocked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of his you gotta look, a lot of his friends that were certain with him ain't with him right now. Look at the January 6th. It was so many people that was for the January 6th. Oh, this ain't this and that. But see, that's where the excuses came at, because of any other group. Now I'm not gonna say no group.
But when the Panthers went there, they passed a law where you couldn't carry a long shotgun when the Panthers came.
Right.
But, so these mother came and tore the house down. If you go break into a store, you get 15 years.
Right.
You go break the Capitol,
Good
not
morning.
you, not
Okay.
you, not me. You go break the Capitol window, you get probation. Don't do it no more.
But see, that's the thing, Yogi G. And I like what she's saying. That's why I put it up. They didn't believe that the others would really blow up our democracy up. Trump is not the mastermind. Facts. And that's what I'm saying. It's the people who running behind him.
It's the
who got
see
a lot of people you not understand. That's just like how you can go.
They head in the hand.
Yeah, you
remember
can
that
go.
book? You remember that book? The head in the hand.
I didn't read it, but I know what you're talking about. Because all you gotta do is just go look at Van Jones. They showing you how they can buy your people. Jeff Bezos came right in. What he do? Gave him $100 million. That man has changed so many times on his point of views on stuff.
That's sad.
But it's showing you can be bought. This ain't nothing new. That's even with your media. Let me see what Tony I think Jeffrey's trying to keep his names hot so he can run for president. Shaking my head. He don't sound on. Hey, he not real.
He's scared of that.
All you gotta do is just look how Jeffrey's not gonna be another Obama. I mean, and that's what I think. I think that experiment, they got what they wanted with it, and it's done.
Man,
They not gonna let it. Might be, if it is, it'll be 400 years. We won't be here. And that experimentation is done. Go ahead.
In my opinion, Crockett colder than he is.
But look who they sent after Crockett.
But
you got Stephen A. Smith attacking her now.
Well,
Jasmine Crockett.
He been attacking our whole nationality, so it ain't nothing new with him. He's the fastest racist. He all that, and he let you know who he is. He ain't holding them up.
But he black.
Stephen Miller ain't.
No,
black.
Stephen A. Smith.
Oh man,
I'm talking about Stephen A. Smith. You ain't see how they sent him out there to go attack Jasmine Crockett.
He attacked everybody. Well, you know, he the puppet.
Yeah, puppet that's what I'm saying.
He one of the gatekeepers.
Facts. He got to get in.
Well, everybody can't go this way, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like they sold Jesus out for some chicken chain.
No, facts, they did.
Jesus sold the Lord Almighty out for chickens, for 3 pieces of silver. Come on, man. This playbook, you know, man, come on.
No, but that's what I'm saying. He doing this, but see, when they can buy, and that's what I do love what Malcolm said, they go get these type of people and trot out here and had them like they speaking for the black community. And don't nobody be want to call them out. But that's what is bad on our part.
Yeah, and it's the ballot of the bullets too.
Facts.
See, people dealing with different blacks now, man. You know what I'm saying? Not that they bad or this or that. It's just the era of times. We come out of era time. When I come out of era time, well, it was black power. You know what I'm saying? Everything was black power, red, black, and green. You know, they had it was like that. You know, we had a culture built on coming out of where we come out of from the 50s and 40s and 30s to where we was at in the 60s, 70s, right. And 80s. You know what I'm saying? It's a different culture swing now. We ain't have computers. Like I tell my children, we ain't have laptops and Wi-Fi and shit. We only could get 3 stations, if that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had nothing. All we had was what God gave our parents to teach us.
Facts.
And my mom used to teach me at home after school. I couldn't go to Boy Scout, real Boy Scout. You know, our leaders was in the hood. We had that kind of Boy Scout. We weren't playing the bull stuff. And so, you know, playing basketball, skating, all this. Oh, my friend house. No, you can't do none of that. You get that. You gotta write that one word 10 times.
Right.
On that wooden paper. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like the re-education of black and white, black woman and black man.
Facts.
You know, it's like you got to start somewhere.
Facts.
They say it take a village to raise a child. Well, we passed villages now. Shit. You got people staying out here in houses worth $1 million.
But see, this goes back to when Melissa May said the ones who gave her.
Did she ever get your money?
Hell no. Let's don't go there. You want to take me back to a dark area. But this is when Melissa May said, who you think gave her hardest fight when she was fighting for the Flint water crisis? You know who she said it was? The A Ford, where they got money at. She said they told her, no, that ain't affecting us. They thought it was just affecting the north side. See, until you can get that,
good morning.
Yeah, until you can get that mind, yeah, Kenneth, good morning. Everybody then just tapped in, good morning. Until you can get that mind state gone. But see, that's what's going on all over the country, over America. And it seemed like I do got to get back when Anna did say that, she's like, you see a poor person fighting for the rich person. Mm-hmm. But if that's all you know, what you gonna think?
You hear what Angela Lynette said?
What she said? I'm finna put it up on here. I'll read it. She said, we are so broken as a people that we will willingly sell each other out for crumbs. Look at Liddell selling her people out for candy and shake and go and go wigs.
That's true.
She not getting real money. No, because they don't know what real money is. They think getting 10, 20, or 100,000, that's real money. When it's a bill, it's millions rolling through this thing. Lorna, thank you for tapping in. You know, and let me play this video right here for y'all. We're gonna go over it. We're gonna sit back. It's just a blast from the past, because I knew when I found found you on the streets this morning. I'm just messing with you. Let
At
me
the
play
bus-
that.
At the bus stop. huh?
For sure, for sure,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure,
yeah.
for sure.
Now, what should I do? Should I keep the door open and let the 10,000 in, hoping that the 1,000 will unite and save me and one bite or kill me? Or should I just be safe and shut the door? So we have white people say, I mean right. I have a black husband. Oh, my children are black. I love everybody. I really believe you. But I'm sorry, man, there's 10 more thousand behind you that don't feel that way. I'm just sorry, but what am I going to do? So I like to say this, that I know, I'll bet my hand on my family's life now, that there's some whites that mean right and sorry that they're from this race. But there's so few until it don't really matter, until I can't forget all the lynching, all the depriving, all the murder, everything that's been happened, because they're two that mean right.
Right, but don't
See, when America dropped bombs on Vietnam, she drops them.
Okay.
Babies, boys, when she dropped the bomb on Japan, she dropped it. They don't say some innocent, they just said war. So when a person in Belfast leave a bomb, they don't say, well, it's a kid, it's innocent in here. There's an old lady, she's blind. They just, boom, throw the bomb. So what I'm saying, not because they do, we have a problem. It's black and white. And maybe there's a few voices, I mean right, but there's so many that don't. So we have to look at the problem as a whole. I want to get that plain. I know there are whites that mean right.
Okay. You yourself have some little white blood in you.
Yeah, what are you saying?
You feel totally Negro, or do you feel
Black?
yeah?
Well, nobody is really totally. Like Chinese are yellow, they say, but they're not really yellow. They say, you white. Well, give me something white. You don't look white. Here's white. See, this is white. You're not white. You kind of pinkish.
Okay.
You're not white. See, that's white.
White, right.
So I'm not black, but I'm considered black. But as far as the blood is concerned, some people say, you talk so bad about us in America. You have white blood in you. How did I get white blood in me?
Well, you know.
Way back 100 and something years ago, the old slave master's wife used to get tired, and he would sneak back in old Granny's shack. And old Granny had big hips, and she was pretty and had a big breasts and big legs, and she was strong. She worked all day to clean up the white lady's house, raise the white lady's babies, and the old white lady was tired and weak, and old black slave was back there all strong, and he would slip back at night and close the door, and you know what he would do?
I can guess.
You can guess what he would do, and then here come me, half black. See?
You back on, huh?
True plantation story.
Nah, but I'm saying, see,
That's how it all started.
yeah.
I didn't know you were gonna play that clip, but remember I hit that in the car.
Yeah. Man, I had some stuff loaded up for us. Huh?
Yeah.
Lawana Terry, thank you, thank you for waking up. And that's what I'm saying. There's no knock, cause like even if you go look Cicero, good morning, thank you for tapping in.
Right, bro.
Like like he telling you, it's not. We know it's good white people here. We know that. We see them. We got ones who be down there even in the fight with us. We not saying that. Good morning, Cassandra Scott. But we talking about the ones who plotting against us. That's the problem. You can't sit up here and say, you know, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? We just can't look at it. All you gotta do is look at Snyder. Snyder was a Republican, right? Did the water crisis thing get fixed? No. Gretchen Whitmer was a Democrat, right? What did she do? She had the same mentality that Snyder had on the Flint water crisis.
Right.
So that's what we talking about. Even when I say with the Republicans, you know what I'm saying? What we see going on. Let's be honest.
Right, Yogi G.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but when you looking at certain stuff, that's what we talking about. That's like election time coming up, right? Watch how many of these politicians finna be up here. You just had Gretchen Whitmer up here with Kevin Jones, but how's the babies over there in the high schools of Flint, in the middle schools of Flint, in the elementaries of Flint? What is they reading levels?
According to what I hear, what school you say?
I'm saying the Flint school system.
Say 4th grade.
And that's what I'm saying. But you had these politicians coming in. You got the superintendent, and allegedly, is he a pastor? You cannot. How can you be preaching the word of God and you seeing, but you going to take that check and you seeing what's going on? All these programs. I can't think of the program because man Winters was there supposed to improve this, and it wouldn't even improve me with that program. But look at the people you had on there. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna shout out. What's up, JP6? I'm gonna shout out Brother Clack on this.
All right, JP6.
Brother Clack was really over there trying to fight for the kids over there, but guess how he got did?
Set up.
But look how they did with him. They fought him up and down. What's up, Kevin Tay? They fought him up and down, played him to the left.
Man.
And then they want you to convince. And like I say, you can go back to Winter's page when you had Dylan Luna come on there. What do y'all want us to do? And Winter's like, do this. Got right back on there because they couldn't even get along together. The crew he came in there with, what they do, they let the president right now, who was they took out, she back to president again, Joyce Ellis McNeil.
Man, look, I was a welder for 16 years. You did building $1 million trailers and all this and all that. I was a crew leader, the only black crew leader. And one thing I learned about coming up the ladder with dealing with business, if you got a crew and y'all ain't getting production out, shoot, if they don't fire the whole crew, they might fire you, like the coach got fired from the football team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't making them progress, how you gonna die? How you gonna get more money? How you getting 180? I'm glad you getting this money, but your students ain't performing like that. If you getting paid top dollar, then them students should be learning top choice.
Right.
Should nobody, man, come on, you can't write curse. I had to teach my children how to write curse a long time ago, though. Because my mama taught me how to write curse. But our teachers back when I was young, they showed you how to do it with harmony. You learned your alphabet with harmony. Now, the teachers so mad at the school system, they just go for a check. They don't care. Now, a lot of them do. A lot of them do care, but look how they get treated. But here you go. But the superintendent, they getting treated like they go on trips with Liddell and them. They rendezvousing while our children suffering. What kind of food y'all feeding our children? First and foremost, Governor Whitmore, you sign everybody get a free lunch, free this, free that. Look, I had to man, my mama, when my daddy get up for work at 6, I'm up getting bologna sandwiches, fried, peanut butter jelly sandwich, walk to school. We ain't having buses then. That was my lunch. Wasn't no lunch program. You damn say a fried bologna sandwich in the morning, 2 bologna sandwiches and a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Hit that motherfucking school, walking. So, it's like that was my concern. Look, and I'm just gonna be real. Just like Swanson, he running for this. How you run and you feed the inmates that goddamn garbage over there? And all is well with that. No, it's not.
Right.
No, it's not. I mean, come on now. It's inhumane to feed a person that food they feed them. I wouldn't even eat in there. I was in there. I'm like, man, I'm not eating that shit. Well, this is what fastest come in there for real. You go there for a ticket.
But look at the food they feed the people in general.
He's shining out here. But when dinner time comes, and the graduation thing jumping on, but man, it's a lot of areas we not hitting, right? Because a lot of times people have to be checked in a good way. What I will say, what he is doing with the people, because back when I went to college, shit, you had to teach yourself. You had to get your fight game up just in case you get challenged. You gotta get your wisdom game up because you gotta go to court. Motherfuckers just gonna play you like a rubber stamp if you don't know how to talk and read the law books. You dig what I'm saying? So now it's like, man, look, it don't have to be a revolving door. You dig what I'm saying? He proved that by the education system. They can go in there and get a barber, a carpenter, a barber. There's so much you can change from doing it. We had this old Super 5% bullshit and this Scarface shit fucked us up. Excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? Then you had the crack, then you had the COVID, then you had this, you had that. Come on, man. What can the people take? Now,
Good morning, Miss Lorraine.
people losing their health care. This shit ain't no game. And then you got Dr. Frankenstein and Dr. Oz over the medication. Come on, man.
Now you see this schooler, one of the Flint schools does not have good food in the academics.
That's dead wrong.
This is the stuff, and I'm going right back to B. Marie. She said, how many of those board members can truly read? And why does the FCS superintendent continue to let the mayor and state rep do photo ops, knowing the mayor was connected to a pedophile? I mean, but you know what? But that show you what it is. It's not about abundant faith. Thank you for tapping in. You know what it is.
They say that when Scooby was a pedophile.
Yeah, but you know what it is. No, but I'm saying, but you know what it is. But this show you that they don't care. But see,
Big Bang Tape.
Yeah, they don't care because it's the optics. And he taking photo ops with this lady, right?
Lord.
With the state rep. Let me put respect. The state rep. When has she fought for the Flint schools? They've been doing this. Hope Beasley, thank you for tapping in. It's like, when has she fought for the Flint schools? When they thought that money was gonna come in, that little game, that little
Right.
move that they shot about the
Right,
Flint
Hope
school
Beasley.
debt. Oh, you allegedly you heard the mayor wanted his wife up there. It was all this BS that was going on. But where was she at in the fight for it?
Man, nowhere. It ghosts.
Yeah, and then you got these people saying they're gonna bring back the kids back to the Flint schools. What do you don't have tool and die? You don't have a wood shop. You don't got auto mechanics.
No, they
You ain't got home economics. Why would they bring their kids back there when you can see
they don't have driver's training. You got to
Man.
probably get that.
and you graduating kids with a 4th grade reading level? Like, it should be really, man. I'm telling
That
you,
should be against the law.
all that money they get, the kids still can't read, and the board knows it. That's why none of them send their kids there. That's a shout out to School of One. You ain't lying. They not foolish. They just here to get the money. Let me see what petty fit. But it isn't the reason for all these nonprofits to pick up what officials are dropping. Where are programs that'll teach reading or trades?
Shit. That's a good one. Petty Fifth, good morning. Hey,
Oh, I got it.
I mean, I got an answer.
Go ahead.
Look, she said, where they all at? They ain't in our community. Our schools tore down. I mean, it's the modern system. They talking about they bringing the kids back because they. I mean, what you gonna put everybody in like sardines and shit? Come on, man. Oh, they refixing Central up, which is a good thing, but it's good to be fixed up Northwestern.
Hey,
Northwestern toilets and all that stuff was in there. Man, my friend was trying I'm talking about from the 70s, man. And that was a marquee school. That was a marquee school. So why wouldn't you bring that back? Oh, you rule the garage or the field, but don't do nothing inside. But you finna fix this shit over here. Cause you know why? Cause see, there used to be all white folks over there. Well, it used to be white folks, a lot of them. Cause we couldn't come across Saginaw Street. It was it was a time like that back on the dirt roads. You couldn't cross Saginaw Street. You had to stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying?
facts. I mean, it's rough.
Stick the dogs on your ass.
I mean, a lot of people don't understand that though. You know what I'm saying? When they forget that
They
part.
need to learn the history of where they
Why
stay at. Y'all
why
that
you
stay
think-
at Flint need to learn the history of Flint and where Flint came from and what it was. And then you climb up the ladder and find out, wow.
Right.
And that go for each and every one of us in these cities and states. Search the history of where you born and what you up against, because you fighting against a giant.
I keep telling them that.
You got DeSantis, and like I say, we don't want the same thing. What's called try to do the Smithsonian?
Why
Scooby, you won't take all the. You don't want them to see where y'all beat slaves and we got monuments showing this shit where y'all beat us and all this hunger. You don't want that to be shown, your wickedness, but your deeds, man. God see, you can't hide from that. I'm gonna take this out of here. I'm gonna take out, put this statue back up. Put this statue back up. Y'all fake gods. Where they at? Oh, Trump, he wanted the God of strip so he could build a gold Trump, You know, like back like the pyramids we built. He want the this is Trojan horse version, a gold trump in the middle of Gaza, and he a white supremacist. You make it make sense, man. I sit back, I wait.
All right, I got another video for you to talk about. Hold on, let me put it up.
I'm gone.
Let me put it up. I got you. I just want to see.
Which is where our coffee at. You at least could have brought us coffee, sister. Got that coffee.
Poison me.
Sorry, Winston.
Get this together for you. Hold on, let me get this together.
Sad part is those days wasn't that long. And you're right, Yogi G, for real.
Let me get this for you right here, people. We just going down because he told me
Who
we
that
had.
Stony Klein?
Just be patient, brother. I'm
Okay.
gonna let you listen to him. Be patient. I got you. I've been working. I've been up all morning.
Man, I know you will, because I was texting.
You can't talk about free enterprise because there's no such thing as free enterprise. Capitalism in this day and age is monopoly capitalism. It is controlled by multi-billion-dollar firms, multinational firms. You know, it's controlled by the people like Rockefeller and Hughes and DuPont. Now, there's a real difference between those folks and the black man or woman who decides to open up a grocery store on the corner. That is not capitalism. But Richard Nixon has been trying to convince us that all we have to do is to get a little grocery store on the corner, and then all of a sudden we're black capitalists.
Well, the real question is that people are not clear on capitalism because capitalism is a very vicious system. But what it does is it embroideries its viciousness with all sorts of elusive terms. For example, many of us would support capitalism because we actually believe that in a capitalist system, there's a chance for us to get the same amount of money as Rockefeller gets, because we're told that under capitalism there is equality of opportunity. So that we feel that if this year we didn't make as much as Rockefeller made, then we got to work a little bit harder, and next year we're going to make it. But if we carefully examine a capitalist system, we will see that it's based on exploitation, because the viciousness of capitalism, and the reason why once black people examine it, we can never be for it, is that under a capitalist system, the fruits of those who labor are enjoyed by somebody else. That is, those who do the laboring, the fruits of their labor, they don't enjoy it. As a matter of fact, we could say under capitalism that the fruits of the labor of the toiling masses are enjoyed by those who do not labor.
That we don't enjoy. Some trillions every year we don't enjoy. Oh, we too busy. I don't want to step on nobody's toes. You know, sometimes, man, you know, I was taught different.
No, I'm just saying, but that's
my parents didn't believe in Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Mama still had a mistletoe at the door.
Right.
So, you know, now my grandmama, she sold Whitey fish for Elijah Muhammad. She didn't play that, man.
Facts.
Nah, she didn't play that. She didn't, you know.
But see, if we get more thinkers like that, now, see, it's like, to me, it's like they crushed a lot of them type of thinkers. That's why I went back to go get these old clippings and stuff for it, because like,
man, if I didn't have a woman, I wouldn't celebrate. I don't celebrate the shit myself.
No, I mean, because
I know who St. Valentine was.
Yeah, but see, they don't tell you that.
See, so, you know, my feelings is very shattered by the wisdom of these teachings, because it's true. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, no, ain't no then nothing. We have to recreate our thinking.
Just think about it this way,
You know how much money Valentine's Day creates?
Not just that. Look at Thanksgiving. You just did Columbus Day, right? We just had Columbus Day the other day.
Indians don't celebrate Thanksgiving.
Look, you just had Columbus Day the other day, right? Now this show you
the great. Now that's the greatest liar.
But this gonna show you the hypocrisy. They just did Columbus Day, right? And then they finna do Thanksgiving next month.
Lord Jesus.
Now just think about, this is the mind state that they put that you putting on the people.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? It's like
Plymouth Rock was put on.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but this is the mind games that they play. Man. You know what I'm saying? This is the mind games.
And then see, but like I said, like I was saying this morning, this been here before we got here. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's the sad part is when it become awakening up to wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of truth. I'm talking about truth.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
The Bible told you in Isaiah, Jeremiah somewhere, don't fasten this thing down thinking it's gonna be a, you know, you're talking about the Christmas tree, but at the same time, now y'all done flipped it and put Christ in it, where Christ birthday wasn't in no December. Do the calendar. The calendar over there ain't like the calendar over here. And that time of day wasn't. You make it make sense. I said, oh, he was born on the roof. It don't even snow no more now. The lot been spread. Because, you know, when it used to snow all the time, they put the sleds on the roof and all that, you know, and they was generating their light like, oh, wow. So this got to do with St. Nick. Do you know who St. Nicholas was? Man, come on, man.
But let's go.
I love you, my people. I love you. I love you.
But
I'm just speaking to from my point of view. I ain't knocking none of what y'all doing.
Right.
Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm Blackfoot and Cherokee, so I might go off the script sometime. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I bet you any of my money, and my woman listening, I love her to death. But if I could just stop buying them Valentine's Day gifts, I might afford a trip to Bahamas or something. I love you, baby. I'm just joking. Keep on getting you them hearts. With the most good,
what's up, common
cars.
Sense? But I'm just saying when you dealing, when you trying to deal with this nonsense, you have to and it's facts. But see, a lot of people are not going to talk about paganism.
My mommy said, "Boy, go on with that rigmarole."
Yeah, but see, a lot of people
keep my mistletoe.
No, because you got some who really, you know what I'm saying. It's hard, like they say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
On the mistletoe, but then you fighting. You make it make sense.
But I mean, but
drinking all that gin and
but that show you something though, because just think about it. They're gonna have on Christmas.
This supposed to be Christ's birthday. You fighting?
And you partying. Just think about it.
Gallons.
No, think of everybody. They're gonna have liquor.
I nip sometimes, but daddy and them drink. I'm talking about they got this guy.
Man, listen.
Red boxes.
I remember being a young kid. You know when the family got together on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and you was drinking.
All them pretty boxes.
Yeah.
Even in the eggnog. Granny, she drunk eggnog. You know?
No, but I'm just saying, but this what people was taught. You got to understand where you coming from. And that's why
it's funny, but it ain't funny.
No, it ain't, because when you look at saying Trump, like how you saying they want to take all the stuff. He wasn't the first one to say let's take this out there.
Reaganomics, man. Do people remember Reaganomics? He put everything against black people. That's what they call it, Reaganomics. I'm talking about.
But you gotta understand though.
Trump wasn't the first one.
Nah, it wasn't. But don't nobody want to answer that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna want to.
He learned from somebody else.
Yeah, because you had the Heritage Foundation.
Oh my God!
Now listen, this the ones who created the Affordable Care Act, but they dubbed it Obamacare. But look how the Republicans stripped it down. They stripped it down. This was from the Heritage Foundation. This the same Heritage Foundation that brought you Project 2025.
Same one, same players.
Yeah, same. I mean, brought
one of them died. The old dude, I think he was 89, 90 something, just as racist as hell. And
yeah, but
you in that family. Check this out.
Go ahead.
Not only that, if you laying off hundreds of thousands of people, check this out. Now they got mad because how Social Security, they wanted to get in that piggy bank, but they couldn't. But dig this here. If I lay off hundreds of thousands of people and them hundreds of thousands of people drawing unemployment, that's taken away from the system. Oh, but they not working, so they're not paying taxes into Social Security. So see, either or, if we can't get it from the front, we come through the back door. We just fire everybody. Ain't nobody paying into Social Security, and we drain. Huh?
Right.
That's the back door shit. That's the thinking beyond the norm. Oh, that won't happen. This is going to change. Shit, Trump ain't trying to leave. He doing what Biden should have done, but Biden was on that kumbaya, cross your ass out shit. Man, I know certain things I just know I can't do because, you know, I watched a lot of hitman shit. You know, I'm you know, but man, if I could change things, man, I'll wake us up. These people, all this money they got, they don't build schools. And if they do build a school, they got another trick behind it. Because I'm saying, Uncle LeBron James, you built the school. Why you stop building them? Why you stop building them? You could taught your children how to be educators instead of going that damn basketball court, playing for the other man instead of generating, you know, wealth for your, when you dead, your kids. Education don't stop.
As you know, it should never be. Information should never stop.
Some people get stuck like Chuck, man. And I'm praying for him. Pray for me.
I mean,
Teacher lady, ACA came from Rodney's playing in May. ACA, who was that?
I'm trying to get us some more. I'm looking up. I got one more video for you. I want you to discuss. But I mean,
if we gonna crack Scooby Junior head,
hey, you've been cracking it as we've been talking.
I ain't even got what
you mean?
With our mayor, I'm talking about the real Scooby.
Facts, yeah, but yeah, ACA came from Romney's playing in man. It did, but it was made.
Girl from New York?
But I don't know, teacher, but it came from, but it was from the Heritage Foundation, if I'm not mistaken. It was from the Heritage Foundation, if I'm not mistaken. And listen, I know I'm gonna piss some people off.
I'll let you right.
With the Easter situation.
You right, y'all boy.
Anna said, "What's up,
Hey, DC,
yes.
Chocolate City.
Gentrified city, as they call it.
It's gentrified. Yeah, it's gentrified like a mud now. Hey, Anna, you and Yogi.
Hey, just the thing, yeah, it's gentrified.
We still gonna Rockery Park. You know what I'm saying? It's
Facts.
always gonna be Chocolate City. Don't let them take y'all joy, cause they walk around. You know, I can't say that because you know sometimes, shoot, we had to be them. Shit.
Facts.
Think the Proud Boys ain't out there? That's why they wearing masks. That's why they ain't showing their face, because some of them is agent vacatory. Shit.
Nah, but you know what? Some of them said they doing this because, you know, as far as they said the ICE agents, because they said some of them is being targeted. But my thing is, how you coming through? And they saying they, you know, I guess
shouldn't be coming through.
Yeah, saying the other people has been putting hits out on them and stuff. They come and attack them. Like, what did you think? What was going to happen?
On kicking the dog in the corner, bro. He gonna bite you.
Like, what you think what was going to happen?
They don't want this motherfucker to ignite for real.
Yeah, no, I think they do.
No, Trump and them do. They think they can run under their bunkers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Lock the door. Okay, keep on watching. I watched Mad Max a long time, and right. I had my back in the day. I said, I wonder if we're gonna have to live like that. You did what I'm saying? Because I used to watch Mad Max all the time. I said, damn, we be stealing gas like them. Hey, look, you know, they build them car with the calibers on it. Man, look.
But how could it get there though? That's the thing. How could something get to where they would want it to be like
start robbing trains for the weapons.
No, but
they got to get them weapons somehow.
Man, but that just show you how did it get to there? My question is.
And the devil. They say what evil is, what good is, evil is present. Man, look, this is a spirit thing too, man. I ain't talking about, I'm talking about, look at it, just look at it, how I roll. You know, shoot, man, people selling their soul, man. But, you know, the scriptures in the Quran tell you who's going to do it.
No, fact, that's what I got one more for you. I got to check out. This just show you like what you got to look at. And
JP6, you right.
And certain stuff that we seeing, we might don't want to accept it. Okay, now put that one up. I got the right one. I got to make sure I got the right stuff on that. I don't want this to come back and bite me.
You right, Anna. Hey, these people, man, look. But see, that's why it's so necessary for podcasters. We got to deal with education. We got to deal with a lot of stuff, man. Because look, if all our resources, 90% of our resources coming from out the countries, and the country's mad at Trump, and they like, forget America. Then, see them farmers, the white farmers, they not happy. And they got billions of dollars. Shit. Talking about draining the swamp. And then, you know, then people gotta understand something. Then the food we getting ain't 100. We don't know how old this food is, and Trump held up everything when he got in here.
I got something for you too. I got one more for you. Before we end it, I got one more.
What time is it, bro?
I went kind of different. I got you, brother. Just bear with me. I got one more.
I like that story.
You want to do your ghetto scholarships. I want to bring your ghetto scholarship on here today. We got our own ghetto scholars in Flint. I'm just messing with you. It said maybe this is at the root of the persecution of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Let me go and put this up here today. Let's say this. This is a different perspective, family. Let me put this together. You ready for this one?
I'm ready, bro.
Is you sure?
Yeah, I'm ready for this.
Okay.
That brother Muhammad. I probably heard him.
You ready for this one?
Yeah.
I got you. Here I come. Let me get this together.
I called the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan immediately. And I said, Brother Minister, Robert Kennedy Jr. and a group of scientists I'm meeting with, they have some startling information from a CDC scientist, Dr. William Thompson. He still works there. And he hired one of the biggest whistleblower attorneys in this country. And he's now waiting on Congress and have been waiting on Congress to bring him in so he could show them their findings, but no return calls. And I said to the minister that they desire to meet with you. And he said these words, "Are you sure, brother? They want to meet with me?" So I put the phone down. I said, "Hey, the minister want to know, are y'all sure?" And Mr. Kennedy said, "This is the moment that I've been waiting for. Because I have gone to every known black leader, and not one of them will confront this evil. So I am of the conclusion that Minister Farrakhan is the only black leader with enough courage to confront what's going on." I called the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan immediately. And I said, Brother Minister, Robert Kennedy Jr. and a group of scientists I'm meeting with, they have some startling information from a CDC scientist, Dr. William Thompson. He still works there. And he hired one of the biggest whistleblower attorneys in this country. And he's now waiting on Congress and have been waiting on Congress to bring him in so he could show them their findings, but no return calls. And I said to the minister that they desire to meet with you.
How you doing? You back, Unc? You back, Unc?
Man, that's 100. He is. And you know, shoot. Man,
because I'm not knocking nobody
no.
for fires on like any vaccinations they want to do. That's on them. But I'm just saying some things like all the time you can't take like because people don't understand. They not really trying to cure your problem. Let's be honest with that first of all.
Be broke.
Which because go get that book, Medical Monopoly. See, they'll tell you this. I'll give you a pill for this. Not gonna tell you, okay, we're gonna help fix your liver, but this gonna destroy your kidneys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Oh, I'm gonna give you a pill for this. They're not gonna tell you like, okay, this gonna help this part, but it's gonna tear this up. It's like, and people be, you know what I'm saying? It's like they don't want to hear because they've been so used to what my grandmama been on this. It's certain things we can go do. It's like they don't tell you like, okay, well, health is wealth. Like we was talking earlier when we was riding in here. I said you can have all the money in the world, but let your health go and let's see how that money gonna be for you. You don't think Steve Jobs want to be here? My man that created iPhone, the Apple.
The internet.
Yeah, you don't think he want to be here, but all that money he had, he couldn't fix his health. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm just saying it's like a even going back to, and like people don't want to understand doing things. When they came over, they don't understand that was biological warfare. When they gave the Indians blankets with chicken pox and all of that. Smallpox. Like they didn't understand like
Dirty dog.
Yeah, that was that
pilgrims.
Man. That's what I'm saying. You wipe people off. But see, we don't want to be honest. And when we come in and say, well, our government won't do this. Just look what happened to the people here in Flint.
Look what they did with the crack. They don't care.
Yeah, like they put that up in here. And what happened with the Iran-Contra war? Just think about it. Because he couldn't get the money from Congress. Exactly. So we'll turn out a whole
Oliver North boys.
And what Oliver North got to do? Get a show. You know what I'm saying? He still got to be around. Ain't nothing happened to them.
And told on everybody.
Man, listen, if you go back, you know what? I might have this for later on today. When me and Brother Elliot come on, I'm gonna bring some of my other ghetto. I got some other but if you go look at it, the black church, no, I'm not saying the black church can come back, but they done sold out. It's even more prevalent now. That's what I'm saying. Where's your scholars that now that we had back then that was in these communities trying to uplift their people?
Pastor Gaddis asked me a question.
Go ahead.
Uncle Carl got a question for you. What is different now in Flint from where you were a child? Well, I think it's the consciousness, man. You know, different because, like I say, my parents come from the South, so they weren't really city people like that. So they was more cultivated in land. You know, like I say, I grew up. Mama had rabbits, chickens, garden. Come on, mom had a good garden right in the backyard. Apple trees. I'm gonna show you the difference. We used to grow plums, pears, grapes, peaches, everything but bananas and oranges. That demonstration. I'm talking about healthy stuff. Cherries, the Chinese cherry, everything was healthy. But these people with these factories and with them emissions they was letting in the air, which was radiation. And the factories was booming. And that radiation, see, what go up got to come down. And that radiation fell on our vegetation and killed our stuff. And now we got to go buy letters because the ground might be contaminated. We still can grow, but we got to put up tents and all this old shit because the air jacked up. And so, man, but like I say, consciousness and where my parents come from and teaching me and my grandmother them. See, a lot of these children don't got that now. You know, through the wars, through this, through that. Parents got gone early. Grandma had to raise, your auntie had to raise. You know, it's a whole mixture of things that's different now. And then when they did the drug thing, and then the prison pipeline, that was all to their pockets. Our sadness, our misery. You know what I'm saying? It was to fatten their pockets. You lock an individual up in prison, you get $50,000 a month for housing him. You make it make sense. That's just like these school systems. They count heads. They ain't counting my son's head. They count heads in that classroom according to how they get their bankroll, how much money they generate. And see, this all been a monopoly on us. We got to wake up and do better. I mean, you got to teach. Education and love, all that start at home. Like I tell my son, this is the real kitchen. Yeah. You might work at the kitchen at school, but this is the real kitchen. This is where you got to keep your bathroom clean all the time, your tub clean. You know, you got to wash your dishes, you got to dry your dishes. Right. You got to have stuff in order as a man.
Facts.
And, drilling with it. Sometimes you like it, sometimes you don't. I don't care. You got to be the author and finisher of everything. You got to first be you got to be covering. You get a woman or wife, you got to cover your family. You got to cover them. You can't get caught in the riffraff and then come back later on. No. They trying to trick us out our spot again. Like they say, trick you off the street. Yeah. They trying to trick us out the spot.
Because that's sad thing that you even have in a society, you have a thing called school to prison pipeline.
It's true. Now they spent $20 million for that juvenile home out there. And I admit, we got some young people that's off the chain. You know what I'm saying? But have anybody ever talked to them? No. Oh, I seen a question the other time. But what will he do? Go to the table? But these youth don't trust the police. I don't trust the police. So I know the police ain't like it used to be. You used to have police officers that cared. I played pal ball. And was still in Buick cars at the same time.
Man, don't get on here and say what you used to do.
See, it's gone now. Mitchell Lloyd was in the project. Mitchell Lloyd was I'm talking about, but they cared.
No, you had people, but where's they at now? That's what I'm saying.
You got scrounges.
Yeah, that's what you got. Yeah, because you got all they do is seeing hawkers.
See, they back these mentalities. Cause see, if you ain't checking nothing, something ain't right. All this stuff been going on in our community and in other communities too. They ain't being told and checked. What's the deal with the pepper spray? What's the deal with all y'all ain't come on and do a newscast with that shit, but you come jump on and rest in peace to those one that tears out there in Grand Blanc. The car ran through the oh, here come Nilly and then oh, this and that. Oh, really? But in your own backyard, you ain't say shit about these kids dying all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all out here on this gun ho shit, and I'm tell you something, man. Look, these little white police come from these little rural areas. They got kicked out of here and think you're gonna come and be that old Yankee Doodle shit. Okay.
But see, that's the problem.
And then you got a mayor and chief.
But it's the mentality. Yeah, but see, right. Because that's the mentality. They like, see, they get paid to turn the blind eye.
I should not hear you a leader, and I'm hearing that you vindictive, but you over all the people. I shouldn't be hearing. You don't hear that about Farrakhan. And Farrakhan been doing this thing 60 years plus. You're supposed to have a good report as a leader. Now, everybody not going to agree with you, of course, but at least you treating people right. I don't want to have steak on my table, but you got chitlins, or you got pork chop. I want you to have the same as me.
Oh, you got bologna. Oh, you don't have nothing.
Now, if you don't got nothing, I give you a can of spam.
I'm just
spam-a-lamb.
You just said if you eating steak, you gonna want me to eat steak.
I sure am.
But we ain't got that mentality no more. And it is a true thing. Everybody can't go because you'll mess around and take some of these people that's gonna go report back to what you're trying to build. I'm just telling you.
The agents provocateurs.
And that's what we is. I don't care what nobody say. In every group is somebody going back reporting on y'all. So don't quit acting like that ain't possible.
If Judas crossed the Lord,
facts,
and Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings upon him, his whole tribe went after him for righteousness' sake, what make you think we don't go through the same level down? But see, we got to do a vetting process.
Yeah.
And that vetting is real short, man. Because first, you got to take your family. That don't mean put my family over people like that, but family is first. Now if you don't bullshit, then screw my language, then I'll get back with you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because, each one teach one, but, like I said, I don't follow bunny trails. You know what I mean? And I search and because I'm a root dweller. I like getting to the root of things. I can see what's on the surface, but what I'm going to dig after. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm going to go for. We got to do better, but we got to do better as parents too. I can't be getting high with my son, going to the club. My son, I'm not. Now I took my son to my birthday party, but I won't be going where he go. You know what I'm saying? But I had to let him see because your kids have they have a persona about you too. Oh, dad going to the club. I took him, and it was all peace. That's what I ain't tripping on this. See, I got burnt out young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can tell you burnt out.
Yeah, man. I'm talking about throwing money, all that old bullshit, man. Shit, the club. I did that shit at 15, 16 years old.
For sure.
I can't throw no money now.
Better not. We'll go to arguing. I'm trying to tell you, got to hold it.
She listening to me.
For sure.
Hey, Winter, you ain't bringing the coffee, man. See, you slipping, sir.
She cool.
You had too many vacations. I know what it is.
You got any last words on? Because I got another video for him before we bust up.
My last words is people keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? Stay safe, stay focused, and keep A10 alive.
Oh, for sure. And I'm going to leave y'all with this, family. So don't tune off just yet, but I got a video I want to leave y'all with.
Alan Lynch, you show right.
I'm going to leave y'all with something because y'all might be forgetting what's going on. This thing, what you said was, what we battling with this morning when we was riding on in. What you said is not flesh, it's the what? What you said is spiritual.
Spirit, man.
Yeah, we're on a spiritual battle. So, family, I'm going to leave this with y'all.
Amen.
Let me leave this with the family real quick. I got something for them, a good treat. Let me play this for them.
Thanks, Kenna. Appreciate
Every time we see a school shooting, they just keep sending their thoughts and prayers like that's supposed to change something. But the deadliest school massacre didn't happen at Columbine, and it wasn't Sandy Hook. It happened in 1927 in Michigan. And the man who did it wasn't a student. He was a taxpayer who didn't want to pay for kids to learn. Bath Township, Michigan, May 18th, 1927. A man named Andrew Kehoe a local school board treasurer, respected former World War I veteran. He'd been feuding with the community over property taxes that funded the public school. He blamed that school for all of his financial trouble. And in America, when white rage needs a target, it's always going to find one. So Kehoe spent months planning explosives under the school. Hundreds of pounds of dynamite and pyritol hidden in the basement while classes were in session. And on the morning of May 18th, the school exploded. Entire walls collapsed. Children were buried in rubble. By the time it was over, 45 people were dead. 38 of those were children. The youngest was just 7. And Kehoe, he didn't stop there. He drove up to the school in his truck, packed with even more explosives, and blew himself up, taking more lives with him. This wasn't random, either. It was planned, deliberate, carried out in cold blood, all because he didn't want to pay for a school. In 1927, this was headline news. The New York Times, the Chicago Tribune, papers all across the country blasted the Bath School Massacre across their front pages. And for weeks, it was everywhere. But here's what's wild. Even with 45 people dead, 38 of them children, it never became a turning point. There was no national debate about school safety, no reform, no long-term memorials. And within months, the story faded. Why? Because the killer was a white man, a school board treasurer, a respected farmer. The press called him a madman instead of whatever the equivalent to a terrorist would have been back then. They treated it as one man's insanity, not a systemic problem. And that's the same way white violence gets written off today. Almost 100 years later, we're still here. Mass shootings are normalized, school violence is routine. And the Bath School Massacre sits in the shadows of history because it doesn't fit the narrative, because it proves that this problem isn't new. And it isn't about video games or TikTok or whatever they keep trying to blame it on. It's about a country where grievance plus access to weapons equals tragedy. Always has been. So the next time somebody says that school shootings are a modern problem, remind them that America's deadliest school massacre happened in 1927. And the motive wasn't bullying or mental health, or even hate in the way that we think of it now. It was something scarier. Entitlement, resentment, and the belief that children's lives are worth less than a man's taxes. That's not history repeating, that is history ignored. Every time